Well guys, I've got some good news. See that? The T-128 is pointing in a different direction, literally in the direction of my house. And there goes the Dodge Charger. Well, that's beside the point. So yesterday, this was pointing at the neighbor's house. Now it's pointed at 3 o'clock. It was pointed at 2 o'clock yesterday. I woke up this morning to the sound of it growling, and my father was like, well, there goes the growl. Because for years he was unaware of what that sound was, and I told him it's the tornado siren. So I'm guessing at some point Fulton Siren Services was over here conducting maintenance, and they actually did my request. Because in my email I wrote to the Public Works, I requested that they do a growl test upon completion of any necessary maintenance. So it's either they fulfilled my request or Fulton does that anyway, which is a good practice because, well, like I said in yesterday's video, it's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to make sure everything's working is by doing a growl. The only thing I wish I could have done differently was wake up earlier so that way I could have observed the maintenance, but I didn't know it was going to happen that soon. Like literally next day service. The definition of next day service. So this T-128 is theoretically fixed. Now, I forgot to mention yesterday that Federal Thunderbolt, who also lives in Oswego, said that the T-128 near his house failed too. So if it fails next month's test, I'm gonna ask him, you know, if he observes it failing, and if it did, then I will write to the Deputy Chief of Support Services to let him know that another T-128 has failed. But let's just hope it was a radio malfunction and it goes off next month. And I'm talking about the one near Federal Thunderbolt. I know this one's going to go off because it was just fixed. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's the first time I've heard this T-128 growl outside of its regular weekly growl test schedule, which is 5:05 in the morning every Monday. And it's Thursday, and it growled at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock something, and well, there you go. So the reason why I wasn't up to hear it up close in person was because, well, last night I had to complete a music composition for my final project for music class, electronic music at North Central College. So I figured I'd spend my time doing that because I had a dentist appointment today. I literally just got back from that. And I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time after I got back to finish the project. So I decided to err on the side of caution and get it done last night. So this morning at 1 o'clock. So I barely got any sleep. And that's why I had to catch up on Z's and miss the growl test. But I did hear it, so yep, I did hear it from my room, and then my father was like, oh, there's the growl, like I said in the beginning of this video. As far as Bensonville goes, I'm not really sure. I haven't gotten any updates from Siren Dude 1003. So it could have been Fulton did next day service there yesterday, but I'm not entirely sure. Because Fulton Siren Services is like lickety-split with their service because they want to make sure everything's working, since Illinois is a tornado-prone state. Now, thankfully, it's almost winter, so, you know, even if they couldn't get it done next day, it's not a big deal. Not as big a deal because the likelihood of a tornado in the winter is very, very low. This has to be a certain temperature So what happens is a warm front mixes with a cold front, and then it creates a tornado or a hurricane, depending on the state you live in. So that's pretty much it. This T-128 has been fixed. But yeah, still no response from Bensenville's emergency management. But I do know that Fulton is going to be doing maintenance, or has done maintenance this month, to the cyclone I attempted to record 2 days ago, and the reverse-wired cyclone at White Pines Golf Club, which has been reverse-wired for numerous years. It'll be nice to hear if those are properly wired once again, because the Veterans Park was recently reverse wired by Bensenville officials, because they thought it would be a smart idea to, you know, work on it themselves. And look where it got them. The thing failed again 4 months after a tornado warning. So 3 tornado warning activations, it failed on the same day, and then it failed this month's tornado siren test, which to me is crazy. It's like, don't tell me that cyclone's going to become a problematic one now. It was just a big disappointment to me, because I ventured out at like 8:20 in the morning just for a failed test, and I could have gone to the reverse wired cyclone at White Pines and it would have worked. See, sure, it was reverse wired, but it would have worked. But then again, you know, I can't really predict the future. I didn't know it was going to fail. At first I thought it was going to go off late, but then again, you know, didn't go off at all. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to let Siren Dude 1003 know. I'm going to let the Bensenville Emergency Management know. And he said he would be in contact with the EMA as well, so yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it. I'll update you guys if the T-128 near where Federal Thunderbolt lives is laying a goose egg as well.